Hello, everybody. Um, y'all, every time I go live, I have like a moment. I have like a moment where my heart kind of skips a beat because I'm thinking nobody's coming. I'm flopping. My live is flopping right now. But I'm glad to see some people showing up. Hey, Natisha. Hey, Cherie. Hey, AJ. Hey, Tab Black. Hey, Preheated Destruction. Hey, all of y'all. Y'all, I couldn't resist, right? Y'all know I could not resist this topic. I have been watching everything from the bushes, and it's like, wow, it's getting crazy. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this situation because I have a whole bunch of thoughts, and I'm just like, wow. Y'all saw what went on over the past week or so. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Miss Groovy. Cherie says, yes, it is. Girl, I want to talk about this topic because it's like, I I see these things going on and I'm not really that much into YouTube anymore because I got lazy and I'm just like, I'm not spending hours editing videos. But then I saw this topic and I was like, should I make a video? I have so much to say, but then the laziness kicked in again. I'm like, no, I'm not editing shit. So I'm just gonna go live. But I had to talk about this. So, just a quick recap in case there's anybody in here who doesn't know what the hell is going on. Y'all saw, I think it was last Tuesday, the VMAs. They had the VMAs that Nicki Minaj was hosting, and then Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion were performing. And everybody was kind of, hyped up to see what would happen when all three of them are in the same room because Nikki has been antagonizing these women online for basically months. And she's always posting something shady. She's always taking shots at them. And it's like she has all this online smoke. So people were like really interested to see is she going to have that smoke in person when all of them are in the same room at the same event? What's going to go down? And I feel like that's why the VMAs this year they said it had the highest viewership it had in years because people tuned in to see what the drama was going to be. Because Nikki, she had also been posting stuff like, hinting that she had some evil plan for the VMAs. Like she was cackling and hooting and hollering about, she has something planned. So everybody was like, is she going to try to sabotage Megan and Cardi B's performance? What is she going to do? Because she was hinting the entire week to look out for something big. So everybody tuned in to see what was going to happen. Nothing happened. She threw some shade at the beginning and that was it. So it was kind of like, I have to say I was a little bit disappointed, to be quite honest, because I got hyped as well. Y'all, seeing these women continually like just subtweet each other, this has been going on for years. I was kind of excited myself to see, okay, is it going to come to a head at the VMAs at last? Are they going to confront each other and just like, this has to reach a peak at some point because like the constant subbing and back and forth, it's getting kind of like played out. It's getting redundant and boring. So I really thought at the VMAs something big was going to happen. And then nothing happened. But then after the VMAs, we saw enter Kenneth Petty. We saw Kenneth Petty and a bunch of goons, alleged gangsters, posing backstage at the VMAs, which is very shocking to me. Like, a show like that would even allow people of that character to be in that space, but that's another story. Anyway, so they were backstage at the VMAs and they started posting videos of them. In one of the videos, Kenneth Petty, he was making like a gun shape with his fingers, and he was saying something like he's just waiting for one of these niggas to step out of line or something like that. Don't quote me. I'm just like going off memory here. So there was that. And then you saw a bunch of goons they actually posted videos of themselves waiting in the bathroom at the VMAs. And they were like saying things like, you know, uh, they, I assume they is referring to Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and Offset because he was there as well. So this goon was saying stuff like they know they couldn't take a piss or a shit without checking in with the queen, blah, blah, blah. And he was literally posting videos of himself in the bathroom like a freaking toilet monitor at the VMAs, waiting for what? Like, okay, so and let's say if Offset had walked in to the bathroom, he just wanted to, take a piss. And what would they have done? Jumped him just out of the blue for no reason? So these people went there looking for trouble. They went there with the express purpose to look for trouble. And they were posting all this shit. That was I think the night of the VMAs. The day after, you had these two goons on Instagram. Y'all, I don't know. Maybe I'm too old, but back in my day, goons didn't operate on Instagram, okay? Goons moved in silence. They were not like social media people sending threats on social media and shit because that's incriminating yourself. So from the time I saw it, I was like, these are some dumb ass gangsters. Like, what kind of gangster posts on the internet threats, death threats, and stuff? Like, y'all, these are some, like, I don't know, stupid ass gangsters. So I was like, okay, these people can't be serious. But anyway, so they were posting stuff and they were actually tagging Cardi B. They were tagging her, saying stuff like, I think after they had posted those videos at the VMAs, Cardi B had tweeted, I ain't even flinched. So I assumed, she was just saying basically, okay, y'all gooning at the VMAs. I don't give a fuck. I'm not intimidated by you all, whatever. And that pissed them off. So they were posting stuff like, he said something along the lines of next time he's going to slap the whole row, including her family and her moms. And he's literally posting these threats online and tagging Cardi B in it. So then a couple days later, Offset DM'd one of these goons who were tagging Cardi B and threatening her. And what I don't like is I see a lot of blogs try to spin it like Offset just DM'd this guy out of the blue. Offset just lost it one day and decided, hey, I'm going to pick a fight with these random gangsters I ain't ever met before. That is how they tried to spin it. Like Offset started it, but that is not how it happened. These guys had been threatening Cardi B and tagging her in their threats for 2 or 3 days before Offset DM'd him. And Offset had every right to, because it's like, you can't be just threatening, harassing my wife. He's a man. He's going to stand up for his wife. So he had every right. So he DM'd the guy and he was basically like, what kind of man are you threatening a woman? That kind of thing. And y'all, this goon, again, I have to call him a new age goon because I'm like, y'all, regular goons, like the old head goons, don't operate like this. This new age goon, after Offset DM'd him, he went live, waiting on a street corner with a bunch of other goons and Kenneth Petty, and they were just like in these videos hooting and hollering, calling out Offset, like, Offset, where you at? Offset, where you at? We out here, we waiting, blah, blah, blah. And they're literally like acting like they're ready to fight. They are like, okay, well, here we are, come, let's settle it or whatever. Meanwhile, Offset is hopping off a jet. Y'all, when I saw Offset's response, I cackled, okay? This man was like, y'all on a street corner at night, looking like a bunch of broke bums, and I am here hopping off a jet, living my rich, fabulous life. So I feel like that was like, he could have given that same kind of gangster response and respond with threats and ignorance and shit too. He chose to respond with richness. He was just like, this is enough. Just look at me flying in my jet. This is enough. So that happened. And a couple of days after, these goons, they were still posting things, taunting Offset, taunting Cardi B. Mind you, Kenneth Petty, he was in one of those videos actually threatening to kill Offset. He was saying something like, he knows Offset and Cardi B are planning their vacation, but what they should be planning is their funeral. That's a threat. That is a direct threat. And then he said something like, he would knock the veneers out of Cardi B's mouth. Y'all, this is a grown 40-something-year-old man. He doesn't know Cardi B. He probably has never met Cardi B, but he's online threatening to kill Cardi B and her husband. Over what? Because you're married to somebody who has a beef with Cardi B. Y'all, again, these new age gangsters. So he's making all these threats. And once I saw that video, I was like, isn't this guy currently in a court case where he's accused of threatening and harassing the victim from his 1994 rape case? He's a convicted rapist. His victim is currently suing him because she is saying that they tried to get her to recant because Nicki wanted to clean up her image. She wanted to get him off the sex offenders registry because she was probably just tired of people throwing that in her face. So she wanted to just clean up his image, clean up her image. So they reached out to the victim and they asked her to recant her rape claims. I guess the whole purpose of that was, if she took back her claim, they could say, okay, well, he didn't rape anyone. Here she is admitting that he didn't do anything. So therefore, he should not be on the sex offenders registry. So that case is going on. I know he had another case where he actually challenged the state. And he was trying to get off the sex offenders registry that way. And that case failed because they actually provided proof from the 1994 case and proof where he admitted, he claimed that he was not even there when that whole sentencing and everything went down, but they actually had a signature and they provided proof you were present. You did admit to what you did. And that case just fell flat. But he currently has this other case going on. And when I saw this video of him threatening Cardi B and Offset, I was like, this makes me believe Jennifer's story so much more. I believed her before, but seeing this is exactly what she says that he did to her, that we are literally seeing him online doing to Cardi B. He's getting goons to threaten her and harass her, and that's exactly what Jennifer said he did to her. So y'all, if y'all had any doubt about Jennifer's story before, this just sealed the deal for me. So anyway, where was I in this story? Right, so Kenneth Petty, he is online issuing death threats and shit. And I'm like, this guy just got off house arrest. He was on house arrest for a year for failing to register as a sex offender. He just got off like literally a couple weeks ago. And you are on the internet acting a fool, threatening to kill people. Y'all, I just logged into Twitter and I saw he's getting hit with a probation violation because of that. I was like, oh, how stupid do you have to be? You are on probation. The law is watching your every move, especially because of who you're married to. You're married to one of the biggest celebrities of our time. So eyes are on you. And you are out here gooning and being a gangster knowing that you are on probation. So I'm seeing online now that somebody actually reported the death threats to his probation officer. And hang on a second. Let me just pull up this document so I don't misquote anything. So yes, it says Mr. Petty was recorded on video making threatening remarks towards a specific individual while in the company of someone with a criminal record. Mind you, when you're on probation, I think that is one of the, well, I'm not American, so I don't know how you guys' system works, but I know here, when you're on probation, you're not allowed to associate with other people who have criminal records. I don't care if it's your best friend. They don't care if it's your brother. Once you're on probation, you are to stay clear of anybody who has a criminal record, because it's coming across like, you know, you're associating with these people because you all are, you know, of the same ilk or something. So if you're trying to prove that you're a changed person, you're not going to be associating with these kinds of people. So that's strike one already. He's in the company, they said in this document, he was in the company of someone with a criminal record. Then they say this recent violation conduct raises concerns over Mr. Petty's willingness to comply with the court's orders. As such, the probation officer believes placement in the location monitoring program will effectively allow for closer monitoring of Mr. Petty's activities, limit his movements, provide a sanction for his non-compliance, and hopefully encourage him to reflect upon and reevaluate his current status in the community. So this guy just got off house arrest, and because he decided to go online threatening people, they are recommending that he be placed back on house arrest with a location monitoring program, which I assume is that whole ankle monitor thingy, so that they could monitor his whereabouts at all times. And you know what? I feel like this is necessary because I saw a lot of discourse online saying, you know, it's just talk. All these threats him and his goons were making, they're just talking. They're just like, you know, trying to appear more dangerous than they are. I don't think so. I think he's a very dangerous man. This man is a convicted rapist. This man has been convicted of manslaughter. This man throws up gang signs and brags about his affiliation with gangs. And people are actually taking this lightly, that this man is threatening to kill Offset and Cardi B. I think those threats supposed to be taken very, very seriously, because this man is a career criminal. So I don't think it's to be brushed off lightly. They said also they are praying that the court will order Kenneth Petty shall participate for a period of up to 120 days in a home detention program, which may include electronic monitoring, GPS, alcohol monitoring unit, or automated identification system, blah, blah, blah. So this guy, literally a few weeks ago, was released from house arrest, and it's looking like he's going to be placed back on house arrest. And to be quite honest, I was about to say that's where he belongs, but I think where he belongs is in jail. So he's getting off easy with house arrest, because this man is a menace. He's a menace. And what gets me is that when he had this court case for failing to register as a sex offender, he pleaded with the judge, and Nicki Minaj wrote a letter on his behalf pleading with the judge for leniency. They were like, he's a father, he's a changed man, blah, blah, blah. And now we are actually seeing firsthand this so-called changed man on the internet threatening to kill people. So yeah, how many chances do you have to have? They've given this man so many chances. This man is living a dream right now. You bagged a rich, successful, influential woman. Y'all, if I was married to a rich woman like Nicki Minaj, I would just be, I wouldn't bother anybody. I would just be in my mansion, relaxing, eating caviar and shit. I would not bother a soul. I am living the life. But it's like, I don't know, some people, he grew up in this culture of gang banging and ghetto shit. And he's like, even though he's out of that now and he's living a life of luxury, he can't, that is still embedded in him. Like, you can take the guy out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of the guy. That's what comes to mind when I think about Kenneth Petty, because this guy has no reason. You have the life. You are living the dream right now. Why are you trying to screw it up? And what's disturbing as well is that he has a child. Is nobody thinking about that child in all of this? When his father has to go back to prison, his father can't move around, can't take him to school, can't take him to Disney World or wherever because he can't leave his house. Like, are you not thinking about your child in all of this? All because Nicki Minaj is obsessed with Cardi B and just can't let go. It's been 5 or 6 years since that beef started, and this is where it has gotten to. It's very, very disturbing. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about that because it's like, yo, it's too much. It's too much. Let me read some of these comments because I've been ranting. I've been ranting for how long have I been on here? Wow, I've been ranting for 20 minutes. So let me read some of these comments. I'm going to be behind. So let me see. Chantal Miller says Nicki and she husband need to be locked up. I agree. Because y'all, it's not, he has no reason to hate Cardi B. This man does not know Cardi B. This man has probably never interacted with Cardi B. He has no experience, no personal experience with her to justify him wanting to harm her. It all stems from Nicki Minaj. She's the one with the problem, and she's the one who's directing all of this to take place. So if they're gonna lock him up, throw her in the jail too. Hey, baby steps. Exactly. And there says that man should be staying as far away from crime as possible. I mean, he probably spent half his life in jail. Maybe he just likes jail that much that he's trying to go back. Maybe, people, when they spend so much time in jail, they don't know how to function out in society. So they deliberately do stuff to go back in because that's where home is to them. I feel he's one of those. Because you can't be so stupid. You cannot be so stupid. It's one thing, okay, if you're like, you want to threaten people, you want to send goons after people, that shit that you do behind the scenes. I have never encountered gangsters this stupid in my life before, okay? These people are stupid. It's serious, but it's funny at the same time. Miss Groovy says they are criminals and need to be locked up, making threats and talking about other living folks. Yep. And it's like, is it that serious? Y'all have this stupid beef over female rap. Over who has the most number ones and who gets the most sales and these stupid fan wars. And this is what, like, it's gotten to gangs and threats and shit over some stupid music shit. It's so incredible, like incredibly unbelievable when you think about it, that this is where this has gotten to, and it all stems from some stupid music industry shit. It's nothing serious. It's nothing like people, gangs and stuff, they go at each other over serious shit, okay? Over like, revenge, money. There's nothing so serious in Nicki Minaj and Cardi B's beef to warrant it reaching this stage. I just don't see it. At this point, I see a lot of people saying too, maybe because Nicki has an album coming out soon, that she's latching onto this beef because she knows people are going to tune in to hear what she's going to say in her music, who she's going to take shots at. And it's sort of become part of her marketing plan. Like, she's using Cardi B as part of her marketing plan to roll out this album. Because this beef started like way back in 2018. It's been calm for a couple years, and then Nicki Minaj just came out of the blue and woke it back up again. And it's like the timing of just starting this shit all back up when everybody else moved on. She's just decided to start it back up again. It's giving that she really is trying to use Cardi B and this beef as part of her rollout for this album to get, people interested in it. And it's kind of sad because you're the so-called queen of rap. You shouldn't need any gimmicks or any sort of schemes like that to get people to listen to your music. You should just be able to drop a song and every song goes number one because you are the queen of rap. So to see her resorting to stuff like this, it's just like, wow. If y'all like had told me when I was growing up listening to Nicki Minaj that this is where she would have been, all of this going on, I would not have believed you. I wouldn't. I'd be like, I can't see it. This is the queen of rap. She would never, never. But I mean, here we are. Larry Bush says she thought she said something at the VMAs, but like her diss tracks, it fell flat. You see, Nicki Minaj has like she does subliminal disses. She never calls a name. She never puts an at on it. And to me, y'all, this is like just like these new age gangsters. This is a kind of new age kind of like beef rap because back in my day people would call names. Okay, when rappers are beefing they would call your name, they would call you out. She's just like dropping a hint here and there. She'd drop a subliminal this here and there, and it's like at first it was exciting, it would get people riled up, but now it's like, okay, it's boring. It's the same formula over and over. You will release a song, you will throw some disses, take some shots, and then it's like, what next? So it's like people are getting bored of it. It's boring at this point. This is a really great point too. Miss Groovy says Nicki and her husband are 10 years older than Cardi and Megan. And Offset, because Offset is like 30 or 31. They are literally a decade older than all these people involved. You are their elders. They're supposed to be able to look up to you, and this is your behavior. And I wonder, like, in the female rap industry, Nicki has been kind of gathering allies. Like she's doing all these features trying to buy loyalty from these other female rappers. And some of them, like JT, Akbar V, they will willingly fight Nicki's battles for her because they just feel so, she gave them a feature, so they feel so like loyal to her and indebted to her. So it's like a lot of girls in the industry have kind of, they feel like they kind of own Nicki Minaj now because she gave them a feature, she helped them expand their fan base, probably got them a couple number ones on iTunes, that kind of thing. So they feel like they owe her now. Now I'm wondering how are they feeling looking on at this, because they have to see that she is the aggressor. She is the person with the problem. Cardi B is so chill and calm. All she does is respond. She never starts anything. She responds to defend herself. But other than that, you never see her just randomly shading anybody or trying to get into any drama. It's all Nicki Minaj. So all these girls who have kind of aligned themselves with Nicki, I wonder how they feel looking on at this. Or maybe they're just like, convincing themselves still that Cardi B is the problem because they have gotten so deep in with Nicki, it's too late to turn back now. Her fans will turn, they can't. Could you imagine? Because somebody like JT, who has, like crawled so far up Nicki's ass, for lack of a better term, somebody like her, and Bobs are now supporting JT. Maybe not her music, but they support her. And they have like, usually when somebody works with Nicki's fans claim ownership of them. And it's like, they're not allowed to now, associate with Cardi B, to show Cardi B any kind of love. To me, JT is the perfect example. So JT is too far in right now. She's too far in. So even if she sees what's going on and she sees, okay, Nicki has her husband and goons online threatening to kill Cardi B and Offset, that's not right. She's not going to say that, and she's not going to do anything about it because she's too deep in. If she even tries to like switch sides now, Barb's will drag that woman to hell, and she knows it. So she can't, there's nothing she can do. She chose her side, and even though she may see, okay, maybe I chose the wrong side, she's going to stick with it because that's just how it is now. She's too far in to get out now. I think people are seeing Nicki Minaj for what she is, but a lot of these girls that feel loyal to her because she gave them a feature, they're going to pretend like they don't see it because they don't want her fan base to turn on them. Truth Seeker says you are hilarious. Well, that I wasn't trying to be. I'm just like amazed by this situation. Yep, Trollbutt says Offset laughing in his private jet is his biggest flex. Like Beyonce said, money is the best revenge. Y'all, when I saw those videos that Kenneth Petty and his goons posted, I swear to God, I was expecting Offset to come back with some kind of ignorant response, like, just to like send back threats, um, behave in that same kind of manner. And then when I saw this man post himself laughing like hell coming off a private jet, I was like, this is the perfect response for people like that. Bougie Bobby says Camila's only 22 years old. No, I'm not, but I'll take it. I'll take it. um Yep, Moonlight says the secondhand embarrassment. Yeah, and that's a good point too. You are watching a video with these gangsters, these people who are trying to seem tough, and all you are doing is laughing at them because that's what I was doing. I was like, these people are so stupid. That was the thought in my mind. You can't be too smart to be doing this online, leaving a trail of evidence, knowing that you are on probation and you currently have a case for threatening and harassment in court. So I was just like, my reaction was, these are a bunch of dumbass new age gangsters. Yep. I was embarrassed for them too. Oh my goodness. My BD is amigo. Your BD is a zero. Y'all, I did not like that song at all when it first came out, but it grew on me. I have to be honest. When I heard it for the first time, I was like, what the fuck is this? But it grew on me, and now I'm just like randomly singing lines in the middle of the day. My back shots sound like bongos. um when celebrity beefs pop off like this, I wonder what in the world is the media trying to distract us from. I don't think the media has anything to do with this. I except for the fact that some of the urban blogs, they kind of egg it on, because I would see people posting stuff like when Kenneth and his goons first posted those videos, I saw people posting things like, Offset is not a man, how he's just letting these guys threaten his wife, and it's like they were kind of egging it on in a way. But I don't think the media didn't concoct this as a scheme to distract anybody. This is going on. All they are doing is reporting on it. Some people do egg it on, but hey, famous producers. Girl, I don't know. Like, Nicki Minaj has to accept at some point that the world will not ever accept Kenneth Petty as this, like as part of this power couple that she tries to portray themselves as. Like, he just does not have that image. He will always be in the eyes of everybody but her fans, because they seem to excuse murder, rape, sex offending. They seem to like have no problem with those things if it's somebody connected to her. But if it's somebody connected to somebody they hate, they will be like, it's the worst thing in the world. Like they did with Cardi B's father. That was another thing. Right after this whole Kenneth Petty situation, you started seeing a bunch of negative stories coming out about Cardi B. It's like they knew that Kenneth Petty, he did not look good in those videos. They knew what was at stake. He is on probation. He's violating his probation, and it's like they tried to kind of kill the story and, you know, just throw out a distraction. So you started to see a bunch of negative stories. The first one was Offset is cheating on Cardi B. Offset was like in a live stream, a 24-hour live stream with this streamer guy, Kai Cenat. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but this Kai guy, Offset was hanging out with him in a 24-hour live stream. Nicki Minaj fans went through that live stream. Y'all, I don't have the patience to watch a 24-hour live stream, especially a 24-hour live stream of somebody I hate. But Nicki Minaj's fans went through 24 hours of live streaming looking for something that they could say, you know, that they could throw at Cardi B. And what they came up with was a clip during the live stream where you hear a woman's voice and she says something to Offset, and Offset walks off like to the corner, and then you see Offset leave apparently to go upstairs. And they clipped this together and they put it out, and they said Offset was cheating on Cardi B basically at Kai Cenat's house. And they put out this video and it went viral. All these blogs were posting it. Offset is cheating again. Big headlines and shit. Come to find out that they kind of edited the video together to make it look that way. And then Kai came out and he debunked the whole thing. And he was like, no, he went upstairs because he went to sleep. They even had a Kai had like a photo on his phone where he went and actually took a during the live stream. He went and took a picture of Offset sleeping. They were supposed to be doing this 24-hour live stream, and Offset probably was like, you know what? After like the first 16 hours or so, he was like, I need a power nap, and he went and took a nap. And they made this thing out like Offset was cheating on Cardi B. Kai came and debunked that. That story fell flat. Right after that, now you saw another story come out about Cardi B's dad is a convicted child rapist. He's a pedophile. And this was not the first time we saw that story. That story came out a couple of years ago and she debunked it then. Whoever, I don't know if it's a real guy with the same name as her dad or if it's just something that Bob's made up completely. But she explained this, that they were saying that the guy was locked up until 1993. Cardi B was born in 1992, so it's kind of impossible for her to have been born while this guy was still in jail. And then on top of that, she said I think they were saying he went to jail in 1988, but Cardi B's dad actually came to the US in 1990, 2 years after this alleged incident took place. He was not even in the US at the time that they are saying he got imprisoned for pedophilia. And she debunked that story a couple of years ago. They brought it back up again. Like I said, it felt like, you know, just to try to distract people from this Kenneth Petty nonsense. And that was going viral. And she had to come out and basically defend herself. And y'all, it was a mess. It just felt like they were throwing out all these negative stories one after the next, trying to get the heat off Kenneth Petty because they knew something was going to happen after he made a fool of himself and incriminated himself online. But y'all, Body Gang don't play, because I'm pretty sure it was Body Gang that probably contacted his parole officer or whatever, his probation officer. They were tagging like the courts and like law enforcement and shit in the videos with him making those threats. And y'all, Bobs are like a very cult-like fan base, But I think Body Gang is getting there too. They're catching up quick. You do not want to play with these people. I am so entertained right now, y'all. Ari says if Seth was petty, he would contact Kenneth's parole officer. He'd have to see that baby through bars or glass. Ari, you must have missed the whole beginning of this life because that's exactly what happened. I don't know if Offset contacted them, but somebody contacted them and he's being hit with a probation violation. So that's exactly what's happening right now. You play stupid games and you win stupid prizes. Yep, India, very good point. All this drama with Jennifer Huff bribing her, trying to, threaten her to recant her rape allegations. All of that was just to try to save Nicki Minaj's image. And now look at her image now. So was it worth it? This man has like single-handedly destroyed Nicki Minaj's image and her legacy because no matter what she accomplishes, she could achieve all the number ones, she could break all the records, and she will still be remembered as part of her legacy as marrying a convicted rapist and murderer. It's crazy. It's really crazy how successful women allow these bum men to just, you know, tear them down like that, to just tear down everything you worked so hard to build. Hey, Casey. Hey, Hyena. Team Team Z says, why would she pick him of all people to marry? Dude, we all would want to know. Honestly, it's just a bad look, but I guess love has no boundaries or background checks. You're wrong for that last comment. But I don't know. I don't know if maybe do y'all really think it's love? Like she genuinely loved this man, or she was just looking for somebody who could make her feel protected, like he has the street cred, and she wanted to align herself with somebody like that so she would be fair. She wants to come across as like she's this big bad bully, and being aligned with somebody like him, maybe that's the way she saw to do it. Because y'all, I believe in love and all of that, but there's a limit to love, okay? There has to be a limit. And Kenneth Petty is the limit, okay? That is my limit. Hey, boss lady, you know me, I just pop in and out from time to time. Somebody made the point and said maybe Nikki is like, maybe she wants out of that marriage. Maybe she wants to get rid of him. So she's deliberately setting him up to do all this gooning shit so he'll go back to jail. At this point, it's like anything is possible. Because if they're really married, I think I saw people saying like they are not legally married. There's no documentation or anything to prove that they are legally married. But if they are, could you imagine if, there was to be a divorce? Like, this man would probably, if they have no prenup or anything, and sometimes even in a case where you have a prenup, it could be challenged. This man could be entitled to this woman's money. She probably, like, if she leaves and she has to pay like spousal support and shit, maybe that's what she's trying to avoid. I don't know, but we could only speculate. But one thing is for certain, that man has really destroyed her legacy. Yep, Baby Step says this death makes you believe the victim more. If he can threaten Cardi over internet girl beef, imagine what he can do to someone he believes is trying. Exactly, like if you could send goons to harass and threaten Cardi B over some stupid music shit. Imagine what he put that woman through over something even more serious. Could you imagine? Yo, people owe that woman an apology. This is another thing too. Like, I'm wondering if, okay, so this was reported to his probation officer, and they are now, trying to like um modify his probation, put him back on house arrest, all that shit because of these videos. I'm wondering now if these videos and if they help Jennifer's case, because she can prove now. He, remember y'all, he told the court he's not involved in any gangs. I remember, I think Jennifer's lawyer, what was his name? Uh, a lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn. He had at some point told the court that this man is a gangster. He had evidence, I believe, of him posing with gangsters, throwing up gang signs and shit. And that was introduced to the court at some point. And then Nikki and Kenneth responded and denied that they have any gang links. They don't know anything about gangs. They are just so innocent. And that's what they told the court. And now the court is seeing it's like a mockery in their face, because we probably believed you all, gave you all the benefit of the doubt, and now here you are masquerading online, claiming gangs, threatening to kill people. It can't be good for his case with Jennifer right now, because to me, she has proof to show that this man is indeed a dangerous gangster goon. This is another good point. Hyena says how he's moving lets me know they really did break into Redbone No's home and beat her black and blue for posting his text messages saying he was going to milk Nikki for the bag and run it back to her. Yep, I remember that too. Redbone No was his girlfriend at the time when he reconnected with Nikki. And Nikki came at that they connected, and he decided to run off with Nikki, but he was in a whole other relationship at the time. Nikki snatched him up at that turkey drive, and the girl had came out and said Kenneth basically left her for Nikki, but he was telling her things on the side, like, he's not really, into Nikki like that. He's just trying to get a bag. And maybe she believed it. And she's thinking, okay, he's going to come back to me once he gets what he has to get from Nikki. He'll come back to me. And after a while, she probably realized that's not happening. So she put out the messages to prove, okay, I think she had actually sent the messages directly to Nikki to show, okay, this man was telling me that he's just using you for money. You should know about this. And next thing you know, this woman, she had posted Kenneth calling her. She filmed the video with him calling and threatening her on the phone. And then next thing you know, this woman is, somebody broke into her home. They beat her up. She posted pictures of like her bloodied face and stuff, blood all over her home. And it's like, I don't think anybody was ever, charged or anything in connection with that. But I mean, put two and two together, it's obvious what went on there. And now you have so many different people saying the same thing. This girl is saying Kenneth got goons to beat her up and threaten her. Jennifer is saying the same thing, and now we are witnessing it happening to Cardi B. So at what point? At what point are people going to stop, especially Nikki's fans? At what point are they going to stop and say, okay, this is not a good guy? Because they defend this man down. They don't care. This man could literally be Hitler and they will find a way to defend him, because all they care about is their queen Nikki. They have like this strange parasocial relationship with Nikki where they feel like, Nikki's an extension of them. That's how they behave. It's like a cult mentality. So the vilest things these people will defend. I've seen people make arguments online, like her fans saying stuff like, um, when people call Kenneth a rapist, they'll be like, he's not a rapist, he's a sex offender. Yo. So it's crazy the way those people think. All I will say is, y'all, Cardi B seems to have God on her side, because every time something happens, every time they try to take her out, tear her down, something happens and she ends up winning. Something happens and she just ends right back on top. So I'm like, whatever. I need Cardi B's prayer. People say they need Ciara's prayer. I need Cardi B's prayer, okay? Whatever she's doing to continually keep winning, I need some of that in my life. Oh, adjusting my crown says, are you letting people up? Yes, I think I have done enough talking. So let's hear some of you guys' views. It's been a while since I've been live. Let me just figure out, how do I do this? Okay, I am posting a link. Wait, I was real far back in these comments. Natural says, Nikki don't need a man to take care of her. She's a boss. I agree. She's one of the biggest celebrities of our time. She's rich. She's successful. She's a well-accomplished person. Of course, she doesn't need a man to take care of her. What I feel like what she wanted this particular man for was for street cred. And it's like it's backfiring. But financially, Nicki Minaj is a boss. So I completely agree with you there. It's just a shame that this boss woman tied herself to such a degenerate kind of man. Here she goes again. Cardi's a worker on the pole. Well, she's a rich ass worker on the pole now. So y'all, Cardi B being a stripper in the past will never be a drag, because that, to me, that's just so inspiring. Like, she was able to, that's, for some of us, that's like the lowest. And she was able to move and work her way up from the lowest to where she is now. So this will never be a drag. This is actually, it's a part of her story that makes her even more relatable, because you think, okay, if somebody like her, a stripper, could get to this level, I could do it too. I could work hard and I could achieve something too. So yeah, like I said, this will never be a drag. I would wear that with pride. Yep, I was a stripper, but look where I am now. Better than you, bitch. Anywho, I just dropped the link, so if anybody wants to come on and discuss this whole mess, feel free. Truth Seeker says the real gangsters told the Pettys they can't come back to Queens, so that's a dub on street cred. I did see something like that where he's claiming, like, I don't know anything about American gangs, but I think they said he claims to be from some gang called the Max, and then they said an actual Mac posted basically debunking that and saying, yeah, no, you're not one of us. Stop telling people that. Stop calling our name. So yeah, he's fronting for social media and acting like he's this big tough guy. And he's pretty much a laughing stock, because everybody just looks at him like this rapist degenerate. Okay, adjusting my crown is now on the live. So take it away.
Hi, Camille.
Hi.
You know what behooves me? No, you know what really scuffs my Tims? No.
You did not say behoves.
You know what really scuffs my Tims? Nicki Minaj is the master puppet master, right? She is behind this whole thing, and it kills me with her cult. They're not fans. They're not fans. They're a cult. They actually are. What bothers me is that they're like, Nicki don't know. She doesn't know what her husband is doing. She knows, and she loves it. Okay. When the guy made the very last video of him being in the car, oh, he didn't have the same energy. The minute I saw that video, I said, oh, somebody in her camp was like, we getting too much hate behind this. Hold on. The probation officer is in this now. Chill, just relax. Because the guy was in the car like, I don't even know what happened. We were having a great time. I don't even know what this stemmed from. He just came out of nowhere. I'm just like, wow. Listen, fans, they defend their celebrity, right? Whoever that person is. But a cult, you know what a cult would do? A cult would have their person, like Nicki Minaj, address leaked because of the man who she's with, and then say, oh, we're about to leak Cardi's address. Okay? Just because. That's cult-like activity. Who does that? Who does that? I don't like anything about this situation. I don't like anything about it. I think that, and I hate to say it, but I think that if Nicki could unalive Cardi and be okay with it and not get away with it, she would. That's how much she cannot stand that woman. Nicki is severely insecure. She's insecure that her spot is going to be taken. But if you're talented, that's all you need. Okay, y'all talking about Cardi and y'all don't like this, y'all don't like that, y'all don't like this song, y'all don't like that song. But let me wake this up. Nicki, what's in the heart comes out the mouth. Remember, what's in the heart comes out the mouth. Nicki cannot rap without having a line, without these women being her son, and oh, these women, and I'm the best in the game. Why do you have to keep reiterating that? Why do you have to keep saying that? If you feel you the best, you don't have to say that. You think that Jay-Z and Drake and all these people walk around saying, I'm rich, I'm filthy rich? No, they don't have to say that. People know. So that's where the insecurity come in. And I don't think that she got with her husband. First of all, stop saying husband, please. I had a conversation 2 days ago about this. Nicki say husband one time and then everybody's running with it. Where's the paperwork? Where's the paperwork? Her boyfriend, her baby father, her child's father. Nicki's child's father is a thug. He just is. Everybody accepts him. And mind you, the Barbs, the Colts didn't even accept him at first. They didn't accept him at all. But then once Queen Nicki said, no, it's okay, I don't care what y'all say, then everybody's embracing his bad behavior. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. That's it. That's all I have to say. This whole thing just gets me so furious because I don't know what type of voodoo that Nicki and Blueface have, but it needs to go away. I don't know what type of powers that these people have on these people, but it's crazy. It's crazy. Blue can't stay away. Chris Sean can't stay away from Blue, and these fans can't stay away. And you know what's so crazy? The crazy thing is that Nicki is so loved by her fans, but she don't get that same love behind the scenes. Her own peers don't care for her. They don't. That's facts. Her peers don't care for her. Now, don't get it twisted. You have some diehard people, you know, that's celebrities as well that rock with her, you know, people in her, you know, Drake, Wayne, you know, some other celebrities, but the majority of them, they don't rock with Nicki. She is who she is. Nicki is who she is because of her fan base. That's just facts. She is who she is because of her fan base. And I wish people would open their eyes and see that this woman is mean spirited. She's evil at times and she's spiteful. She is spiteful. And y'all mean to tell me, let me wake this up real quick. Please let me wake this up. Y'all mean to tell me at the award show that she hosted, y'all call that hosting? Huh? Because Nikki was bragging, right? How she could do whatever she want when she's up there, whatever. I don't know. And then she said, word got back or whatever. Whatever happened, okay? They were scared about what she was going to say, okay? Because that wasn't hosting. What was she came up there, what, 3 times? 4, maybe? That wasn't hosting, okay? I've seen Taraji P. Henson host where every commercial break, she came back with another outfit. That wasn't hosting. They definitely cut down her hosting. They did. And that's what happened when you run your mouth. That's what happens when, I'm just tired of her. I'm tired of her. I'm sick of her.
I feel like Cardi B is the industry's baby. She's like the industry's darling. Everybody kind of like adores her, and you never hear anybody speak anything bad about her, like as a person behind the scenes, how she treats people. Yet every time Nicki Minaj works with somebody, you hear they come out after and say, she was a nasty person. She treated them like shit. Some there's always some kind of complaint. So I feel like in this beef, the most of the industry is on Cardi B's side. The people who are on Nicki's side are more like the rap girls who are looking for a come up. They want a Nicki feature. They want her fans to like them. But the majority of, like objective people are on Cardi B's side. And Nicki's like, people just genuinely love Cardi B. Nicki wants to bully people into loving her. Like, she has to demand what Cardi B gets freely. And that has to be annoying as hell to somebody like her because her ego is extreme. Adjusting my crown. You're back up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I dropped down by accident. Um, I also want to say this generation don't have a sense of right being right and wrong being wrong. It's one thing to like love a celebrity, but it's another thing to go on the wrong side and not to hold that person that you love accountable, whether who it is, your family member, a celebrity member, celebrity, anybody. They're not holding her accountable. Why are you not holding her accountable? Why does this woman does no wrong in your eyes? Yeah, I've seen this woman tell her cult to literally bully other people. Yeah, I've seen this because I've seen it and I don't even follow her. Yeah, I've seen her make shady comments to Cardi when she wasn't involved. Y'all have seen these things and y'all ride with it. But then when Cardi responds, it's a problem and she gets dragged for filth. Why? Why? Hold y'all celebrities accountable. Hold them accountable. It's just ridiculous.
I don't know. I'm amazed that this thing has gotten so far. And Nikki is like, she doesn't seem to realize that she's trying to destroy Cardi B, and she's destroying herself in the process. So even though she might succeed in like, turning some people against Cardi B, she's also turning a lot of people off on her as well. So, that saying that they say, if you dig a hole for somebody else, you might fall in it. That's exactly what she's doing to herself right now. But in her warped mind, somehow she thinks she's winning this beef because she has a bigger fan base. Her fans are like the loudest and the most like, they go to the extremes. So she has these people behind her and she thinks that gives her power. That's where all her power comes from, her fans. But at the end of the day, it's like You're trying to take down Cardi B, but you're dragging yourself down in the process. She's literally self-sabotaging at this point. At some point, you have to let it go. Let it go. It's been 5, 6 years. You're a mother now. And it makes me wonder, like, Kenneth is out here on street corners threatening to kill people. Nikki is acting a fool. Like, is nobody thinking about that baby in the middle of all this? Because, one, your dad's going to get sent back to jail. Your mom is like, let me not say that before I get sued, but it's like, is nobody thinking there's a child in all of this? Your hate for somebody can't be so extreme that you are willing to like affect your own child's life, affect, how much time he could spend with his father, like all over some stupid rap beef. Let it go. Let it go. My God.
Let me wake this up. We're not going to act like these blogs ain't Team Nikki, and we're not going to act like some blogs isn't Team Cardi. But my thing is, be fair, okay? But they don't want to get cussed out by either. They don't. I noticed that the Shade Room posted some things and not others. I noticed that other publications published some things and not others. It's like, don't say that you're unbiased and post what you want to post because you know you're going to get a phone call from, Nikki, or you're going to get a phone. Don't do that. Be fair all the way around the board. Be fair.
It's all about like controlling the narrative, because a lot of people will not take the time to go and research and see all the details of how this started and everything. They're not going to do that themselves. So they will see a snippet on a blog and they'll just go off that and be like, oh my God, Offset DM this guy. And that's what I saw a lot of that this week. Like everybody was saying Offset was wrong, Offset started it. And I'm like, none of these people took the time to go and do the research and find out how this thing started, because the blogs only posted what they wanted people to know, and people just took that and ran with it. Actually, one of my friends, because she knows I'm a huge Cardi B fan, she messaged me and she was like, what's wrong with Cardi B's husband? Why is he going into people's DMs and threatening people? Because she saw that on a blog and there was no other context with it to tell you why Offset did that. And that just snapped to me like, those blogs, they're doing it on purpose because they know a lot of people are not going to find out all the details themselves. So in that way, they get to control this narrative about Cardi B. They get to spread this lie that Offset started it. And then everybody's going to be like, Cardi B is the problem. Cardi B is the aggressor. And that's the danger when a blog is not, you can like who you like. I'm a Cardi B fan. But as a blogger, what I would put out the information as it is, and then I will give you my opinion on it. You may not agree with my opinion, but you could never say I lied about the information itself. I will tell you this is what happened, A, B, C, and then I will tell you how I feel about it. And I feel Kenneth Petty is a menace to society. That's my opinion. But
I'm heavily biased. I don't like Nikki. I don't like Nikki. She's been a bully before Cardi was on the scene. Okay. And Cardi is just the person she can't get rid of.
Yep.
She's been a bully way before then. Okay.
And she's been able to get rid of everybody else. Cardi B is the one that is just stuck.
Mm-hmm. And she's the bottom denominator. She goes at it with everybody. And she it's always somebody did something to her. Oh, you talking about Meg and her fake tears, but you're always a victim. You're always a victim. Somebody's always doing something to you. Somebody's always doing this. This person said something shady. How you get mad at, what's that girl name? Tag, Lotto. How you get mad at Lotto because she stated facts? Lotto made an interview and said, it's a lot more rap girls, because for a long time, it's always just been Nikki. That's facts. Why would you get mad about that? You getting mad because Lotto getting it. Lotto's climbing up there. It is always something with this woman. Is always something. She's always the bottom denominator. Always.
Okay, so Dree is on the live.
Hello, Camille. Hello, Adjusting My Crown. How are you ladies doing tonight?
Hey.
Hi, good evening.
Let me give you another perspective. Nikki is 40 plus years old. Cardi B is in her 20s. So when you look at it just from an unbiased perspective, Nikki, you are a grown woman. What you're doing is not reflective of someone who, at your age and level of where you're at in your career, where it makes any type of sense. You should be so unbothered right now because of all the accolades and all the accomplishments and things that you have in your career. You should feel like you untouched. So you shouldn't even have to tilt your crown to get down and scrap with people that you feel like are beneath you. But if you feel like somebody's beneath you, why are you acting like this?
That's true. Very true.
Because don't get me wrong, I'm from New York originally. I love Cardi. I used to love Nicki, but even before the Cardi situation, I started waning away from Nicki because her career completely tilted and she went more pop, which is fine. But when you did that, you opened the lane for other people to be able to come in and target you, and then all the stuff that you were doing behind the scenes got exposed. Then you married this man. Of all the men, she was dating Nas before she married this man. So when we look at your history of men that you've dated, and this is the man that you chose to marry, we looking at you kind of suspect.
Nikki really wanted. Look, look at her nemesis. Look. Meg was with Party. Cardi is with Offset. They have kids. Look at Beyonce and Jay. She wanted that. She wanted that.
But
But
she
I
married
think
a bum that was living with his baby mama in the projects and has a history of being a violator and a murderer.
absolutely, and
And add
and
to your
she did a
legacy.
rush
He took
job.
away from right. He took away from your legacy, not add to.
She picked the first one she saw, and she was like, "I'm gonna make it work with this dude," and it was a bad pick. But hey, that's her pick. That's
And
her. That's
somebody
what
said
she.
that she was dealing with Nas, but she wasn't dating him. Correct, because Nas said I ain't got it to do. You're not gonna tarnish my legacy and what I've been doing for 20 plus years with your fuckery. Pardon my language. But Nas was like, no, I'm not going.
So y'all, I have to have a shameless plug here right now. So me and a few other people who, were just tired of seeing all these blogs spreading lies and shit. So we decided to start our own blog because I'm like, I can't do the YouTube videos often anymore. I have a full-time job, so I can't spend time editing videos and stuff. But we did like this blog called Female Rap Report, and we have a site. The site is femalerapreport.com. And like if you go there in the corner of the page, you will see the links to like our Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everything. Um, and we are basically it's a blog to report on everything in female rap, but it is not it's a body gang safe space, okay? Because we are body gang over here. So yeah, that's my shameless plug. And it's kind of struggling at the moment. It was only launched like about 2 days ago. So yeah, y'all can check it out. And if you like what you see, support us, like us on social media and share our stuff, because at the end of the day, it will only have an impact if people support it. And I feel like, we need more blogs out here to tell the full story, not just Offset DM'd some guy out of the blue. No, we want to hear everything that happened. And this is what this blog is about. So yeah, that was my shameless plug. Carry on.
No, thank you, Camille, for sharing it because I most definitely will support and share.
Camille, I've been on there since the first day,
Okay.
and I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, finally. I was just happy that you was back. I was like, finally, any way we could get her, I'm in. And I feel that once celebrities start liking it and you know, subscribing to that blog, I think that's when everything will blow up for you. And I wish you much success with that because yeah, we need. Wait a minute, let me wake this up. Hold on, Camille, because you're not off the hook, ma'am. You're not off the hook. You gave us a fire trailer about Cardi B. Hold on, about Cardi
Giving you
B and Tasha K.
Not going back in the
Don't think we
archives.
forgot. Oh, don't think we forgot. Okay, because that trailer was like 7, 8, maybe a year ago. Where is that? We
y'all,
need that. And you
y'all
can't
still
say
want
it
that?
died down. Absolutely. You can't say it died down because Tasha K is still at it. This
Well,
lady is
that's
still
the thing.
cuckoo.
That's the thing. It's like it's still going on. So maybe I should wait until it's over before I put
It's
together.
never going to be
It's
over. We
never
talking
gonna be
about
over
Tasha
with
K.
that.
No, it's never going to be over. It's not. You know what? And it could be series. It could be series, but you can't give that trailer had me on my toes. Like, oh, when is it coming out? And I feel
Yeah,
like
I
it's a
was
year
working on
later,
it.
and it's come on, Camille,
I was working
Camille.
on it. I was so excited doing it, and then I was like, what's the point? I'm spending so much time
But
editing and
Camille,
making
it's
it
still
work.
happening. It's still. Imagine those people who don't know what happened before the court. Imagine
Right.
those people who don't know what happened before the court situation. Oh my goodness, man. Listen,
Tasha
you
gonna
have
just be
to.
happy till her husband leave her.
Huh?
Okay, here's the deal, right?
Okay.
How about this? I will do it. I will do a
Okay.
full documentary style breakdown. And
Yay.
I have a friend who does like the editing and stuff, so she could make it look real professional.
Okay.
But I will put it on Female Rap Report.
I don't care where you put it. I'm there. I don't care where you put it. I don't care where you put it. I don't care what. So it's not going to be on YouTube?
It will be on the Female Rap Report YouTube channel, not this one.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't know. Yeah, you sure did say you have a YouTube. All I subscribed was the Instagram. Oh, I need to do that. I need to do that. As soon as I get off of here, I'm going to do that. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so let me take a poll, right? Because I've been thinking about
No, come
this.
on.
No, like, do y'all prefer if I do the videos on the Female Rap Report and somebody else is speaking, or y'all want me to do like
No.
the actual audio and stuff?
No, no, that's an automatic no. That's an automatic no. 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 I think
Camille,
that
we
you
love
should
you.
be. Yeah, we love you, Camille. Listen. Your day ones. We're not gonna be as if you're not speaking. It has to be you. You have to be the voice of it. You have to be the. And mind you, people love your accent. It gotta be
Yes.
you. People love your accent. It has to be you.
But like I said, the channel, the Female Rap Report blog is not just me. It's me and a bunch of other people. So I can't just take it over and be like, okay, this is Camille's thing.
No, no, no. Because you're the voice of it doesn't mean that you're working on it alone.
That
No.
part.
Yeah. Beyonce was a part of Destiny Child. We knew about Kelly and Michelle. They was there. We knew about them. They was there. We still know them today.
I don't know. I
We
have to
still
give
know them
it.
today.
I have to
It
give it
has to
some
be you,
thought.
Camille. Camille, it has to be you.
I feel because I was trying to make a video earlier
Hmm.
for the
Hmm.
Female Rap Report channel, and I'm just like, I want things set a certain way. Like,
Right.
somebody's not going to say like the things I want to say in the tone I want to say it. So it was kind of difficult to try to figure out how to do that. I don't know. It's something I have to think about.
Everybody could have their role, Camille, but I really do think that you should be the voice of it. I do. I mean, your accent, and then people will recognize it from your past videos on YouTube. It has to be you.
And we
It has to
appreciate
be
you being
you.
direct and not catering
The
to other things and being clear and concise and thorough.
the Tasha K documentary one, I will voice that one because I mean that's been my topic.
Right. Right.
So may I ask a question?
Hmm.
Okay, how do you ladies feel about the Joe Button situation and how he has made the decision? You know what? I was wrong. I can see Cardi's point, and I'm not going to put out the interview.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he came out because
Shut up.
he said whatever, whatever. Cardi came out, and some people are saying like Cardi was just ranting and raving. No, she's been out promoting bongos. So somebody specifically asked her a question about it, and she was like, "Well, I feel some type of way because if he and I are supposed to be cool, why would you interview this woman?" And in my perspective, the way I look at it is like, okay, Tasha K is who she is. We know her and her platform for what it is. But if me and you supposed to be cool, why would you give this woman a bigger platform who completely tried to tear down and ruin my life? Like if we cool, this lady's majority known. Yes, she was known, but she's predominantly known for trying to ruin my damn life. If we supposed to be cool, why would you platform her? And your platform is huge. Why would you platform her? And the majority of the conversation probably was about Cardi.
I did see her interview when she was saying that she think that, you know, Joe Buttons have an issue with her because he been saying slick stuff in the past and now he want to interview Cardi B and fly her out, blah blah blah. I did see that. What's news to me is that the Joe Button actually apologized or whatever and said he's not putting out the interview because he seems not to give, you know, an F
No,
about anything. So I'm surprised about that. That
no,
surprised me.
me following Joe the way I follow Joe, nobody's perfect. They all make mistakes, and we all know Joe has made a whole bunch of mistakes. I feel like he looked at it and evaluated again from the perspective of why would I interview this? Why would I put this interview out? And he knows what the interview is about. It hasn't been put out, whatever, whatever. What do you think the majority of that interview was going to be about?
About
Tasha
Cardi
K.
B.
Tasha K's two biggest stories is her involvement with the R. Kelly situation and the involvement with Cardi. And if me and Cardi is cool, why would I platform a woman that owes you $4 million because she lied about you? And she continues to harass and stalk you.
But like Cardi said she thinks no. Cardi didn't say that. That's a lie. Someone else said they think that he did that because he'll never come interview with him. So someone said, you know, well, I think he did it out of spite. However he did it, yeah, if you cool with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that he's Barty Gang or, you know, a barb or whatever, but if you cool with somebody, why would you do that? If it's not for clicks and views and I mean,
And
but then
some of these
you ruin a
bloggers,
friendship.
and some of these people, these bloggers are willing to prioritize their career, which they have every right to. Will prioritize clicks and views over the relationships that they have. I'm not going to say he's right. I'm not going to say he's wrong, but I can understand why Cardi felt some type of way. I would look at a motherfucker sideways too. If this woman literally tried to ruin my life and to this day is still harassing and stalking me while I'm trying to collect the money that is owed to me that a court decided is owed to me, what else is there for her to talk about?
Right, right. So Camille, can you give us a time limit? I have to hold you accountable, sis. I'm sorry. Can you give me a time limit,
A time
maybe?
limit on what?
On the documentary, at least
Oh
the
my
first season.
god.
No, because last time you said you was going to do it. Last time it was months ago when we was on live. We was talking about this. We was talking about another situation with Nicki Minaj, and I asked you. You said you was going to definitely put it out.
Okay.
And
Well, since I'm trying to promote this new blog and I feel like this is something people would be looking out for, I will do it and
okay,
put it on the blog. I it's a lot, you know, it's a lot. And then it's not just the research and making sure that the story is right, it's the editing and everything too. So I don't
right.
know.
So you are you going to do it in segments? Or are you going to just do one long documentary?
What would you all prefer?
I would prefer segments. You know why? Because it will have your blog more clicks and views waiting for the next series.
Right. It would drive more people to your
It
website
would drive a lot more people. So I
opposed to
think you
putting
should do it
everything
in
out like a full.
segments. That way you don't have to wait for a long big documentary. And yeah, I just think you should do it that way so that you could drive more people to, the blog.
You'll get more clicks and views. I hate to say it,
Absolutely.
Okay, well,
if you
I
do it
will
in segments.
commit to at least part one in the
Yes.
next 2 weeks or so.
Or you can put out the
Yes, Camille.
based on the first one, you can decide how often you want to put them out and how long you want them to be based off of the traffic you saw in the first one.
That's going to be a lot because it's gone so much further now, and it just keeps going.
Right.
Because
It's
Nikki
just
But
like
and
Camille,
a
let
mini
me
series.
we thought it
let
was
me
over.
let me say this. Once it comes out and people are invested, you might get a lot of when is season 4 coming out? When is this coming out? When is the next one coming out? So I want you to be prepared for that as well. I don't want to overwhelm you, but you did promise us.
But my thing is, y'all,
You
and
did.
I know everything is not about money, and I genuinely do. I'm invested in this topic, so I enjoy doing it. But editing and stuff is a lot of hard work, and my channel is demonetized. I'm not benefiting anything from it, so I'm just like, is it
Why
worth?
is it is it really?
It is.
Oh no.
Okay, Camille, we prefer quality over quantity. And if you guys have started a whole nother website and have a blog, you can just drive the traffic there.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure that will be monetized soon.
I'll do that. I don't know if
We're gonna run it up. We're gonna run it up. Listen, y'all, make sure y'all go to YouTube and what's the name of it again? I'm sorry.
it's female. It's a website, femalerapreport.com, and then in the corner of the website, it has the links for all the other social media.
Female rap report, y'all.
And if you're doing this just as a hobby, but you're genuinely interested in it, it'll flourish even more because you don't have
Absolutely.
like your actual reason for doing it is not malicious.
I just like that whole offset situation pissed me off because people these blogs. You all saw what's his name, Zach Campbell, his video.
No.
This guy sat there and lied through his teeth, and he was like, Offset started it, and then he said something like Bob's found out that Cardi B's father is a convicted pedophile, and I'm like,
That's a whole
Oh,
lot.
and it's crazy, and it's stuff like that
I
that made
did
me
see
like, no,
that.
I need to get back on here.
I did see that. I did see that.
He
Yep.
is disgusting.
I never even heard of him until it was posted on the blogs what he said. I never even heard of that man. Never even heard of him.
I really hope people support this blog because it's like I'm trying something new.
No, we're
And
gonna run it up. We're gonna run it up. We're
Camille,
gonna
we
run it
got
up.
you. I understand having a
yeah,
whole professional life and having a whole career because I used to have a YouTube channel and I had to stop.
it will just help a lot if y'all just share links to the articles on Twitter and stuff, and just just to help get the name out there. Um, Tag celebrities and shit.
Oh, listen, tag Cardi, y'all.
Because
Tag Cardi.
for
Tag Cardi. But once Cardi knows is you're involved, I'm pretty sure she'll follow. But please, y'all tag Cardi as well on Instagram and everywhere else where it's posted, please.
Actually, no, don't do that because I feel like
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't want her to feel like I'm using her name or trying to use her fans to launch a
I
blog. So
understand.
if
I
that's the case,
understand. You want
Camille,
it to be
put it in your
organic.
exactly.
You want it to be organic. That makes sense. Okay.
I understand you want it to be organic, but if that was the case, you would have did it years ago, like other people attempted to do.
Yeah. I understand though. You want to be organic. You want it to come naturally. I understand.
I mean, if she sees it and she chooses to support it on her own, that would be hella cool. But don't go harassing about it either. Like,
Okay.
let's just see if it grows, and we'll see. Also, again, this blog is not just me; it's a whole team of people. So I don't want you all thinking, okay, this is Camille's blog. I don't want it to come across like this is my thing. I am just a part of a group of people who decided to launch this.
Do
And
you mind sharing who the other people are? Are they other YouTubers or people that we may know?
no, it's not other YouTubers, and it's not anybody you all may know. One is she's a like a graphic designer and stuff, so she does all the designing stuff on the website. There's somebody else who's doing like the social media, and it's just a bunch of us. Everybody has their role, and it's like it's a team effort. So at some point I will introduce you all to the other people. It's a I think because my background as an actual journalist, I'm like the writing person, but also y'all can contribute too, right? So we have a email. What's the email? I can't remember right now, but we if it should be on the site. If y'all go to the site, we have like an email address set up. So if you want to send in a story, we'll publish it. We obviously vet it and stuff first, but publish it and make sure you get your credit. If you have any tips or anything to send in, just email us, and it could be like a community run blog in that way then. So everybody could contribute, and we could build this thing for ourselves, because clearly there's a need for blogs out there to tell the other side of the story. There's too many right now that are just aligned a certain way.
And that's what Nikki is banking on. And it kind of hurts my spirit because they're both Trini.
Yep.
Yes.
They have more in
Yes.
common than they have not in common.
You know what's funny is that, I mean, Nikki has done so much shit that it's kind of impossible to think of a reconciliation at this point. But if Nikki and Cardi B were to just dead this whole situation and come together and make a song, that would be historic. But I just can't see it happening, because it's like too much has been done, too much has been said. This beef is up forever.
But when you look at it, like, we thought there was nothing going on, everything was dead, and then the VMAs happened, and then Kenny did what he did. Everybody's confused, like, where did this come from? Just all of a sudden?
Well, apparently, Mr. Petty and his little friend, they made a video, and Petty said something in it. Petty said something in that video. I can't remember now, but he said something in the video. And then Cardi said, I didn't even flinch. That's it.
Oh, because they tried some stuff at the awards, because they said when, of course, Nikki was hosting, so they made sure security was tight. Cardi and Meg wasn't necessarily there at the beginning. They did their performance and like left immediately after.
I don't blame them. The op is in the building. Not on no scary stuff. And let's wake this up. Let's wake this up. They had an after party right after. Yeah. So yeah. And then you online, Nikki. And then you online talking about, oh, I could do what I want to do, and I'm the host. And why would they make the queen the host? Come on. You saying all this stuff? Yeah. Let me perform, and I'm dipping. I don't care what y'all say. Let me perform. And Cardi and Meg, they got too much to lose.
Yeah,
They got too much to lose. Come on.
People were trying to say that, Cardi and Meg were cowards. They basically ran out of there because they couldn't face Nikki, blah, blah, blah. It's not that, I feel like people wanted to see them sitting in the audience while Nikki was just taking shots at them.
That's
so,
what they wanted.
The camera could catch their reactions, and then people would make memes out of it and clown them for days. That's what people wanted.
But at the end of the day, if something had popped, guess who they would have blamed?
They would have blamed Cardi. They would have blamed. They would have.
And get the hell out of there and go enjoy yourself at a party.
But let me wake this up. If Nikki and Cardi got into a fight, come on, who y'all putting your money on? Because when when Cardi stepped to her about her child, Nikki was like, "I'm right here. I'm right here.
Behind security.
I'm right here. I'm right here." That's it.
While Raw Ali
So
turned up.
so right. So now, mind you, that was way back then. So now Cardi got a whole lot more to lose, right?
And
So
her and Riley
yeah,
not cool no more. So what was that about?
are they not?
They're not cool no more.
Oh my gosh. Every other day they cool, not cool, cool, not cool. Come on. She
But
look,
at the end of the day,
she
when
don't
you
need
look at
Rod
the
no more. She
timeline,
has a muscle. She have another muscle. Her boyfriend slash whatever. She has a muscle now. She don't need Rod no more.
the one that's on probation,
Uh-huh.
the one that needs
That
permission to move around,
that's him.
the one that had to get permission to be at the birth of her child,
Wake it up. Wake it up. Mm-hmm.
that
That
one.
one.
Oh, okay.
That part.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
The
Yo,
one she
Nikki,
spent, she paying
Nikki
legal
could
fees
just
for,
Wake it
who she
up.
deployed like her child.
Wake it up. Yes, ma'am. That's the one.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna risk
Nikki
everything for this. Okay.
Nikki could just, chill, live her life, enjoy being a mother, enjoy her husband, whatever, in her beautiful mansion, and be happy. You have to wonder, like, she can't possibly be happy if she's so consumed day in, day out. She's looking for drama. Like, is there nothing going on in your life that is worth, you know? You're a mother, for God's sake, and you're online taunting people, sending threats and shit. Like,
Who has time? If I was wealthy like me, oh my God, I probably would never log into my account until my PR person
Miss
told me. Told
Miss
me I
Groovy
could.
said, Miss
I be
Groovy said the
eating
one who can't
caviar.
take her child to school.
Ooh,
Miss
Did
Groovy
y'all
said the one
see?
Miss Groovy said the one who can't take her child
cause
to
he can't. He
school.
can't be around
Yo,
children.
did y'all see after that whole situation with Kenneth threatening and stuff? Did y'all see they posted a picture? It looked like they were in a school or something.
That's her response. Like, I'm rocking with my man anyway. Nikki, sit down. Sit down.
You had your pick of damn near any man you wanted, and this the one you chose.
Oh man, sit down.
She could have did Tyler Perry said and found her a man that could pay a light bill because he couldn't even pay a light bill. But that's what she
Can't even
chose.
pay a light bill.
But that's
And
what
you
she
know she
chose.
probably got him on a book somewhere to make a little bit of money.
He an
Tuh.
employee. She getting a tax write off.
Oh my gosh. Mhm.
They really tried to clean up his image this week after he was threatening people online. All of a sudden, he's in a school trying to act like father of the year.
How?
Please.
But then you was on the block at 3 o'clock in the morning looking for Offset, knowing damn well he was nowhere to be found near you.
Miss Groovy says she's giving him an allowance. Hey, Miss Groovy.
She
Yo, I
is.
just I
Okay,
just
so let's be
posted the
clear.
link to the YouTube, so
Let's
y'all
be
can go to
clear.
that link and subscribe and
Let's
stay tuned for content. Y'all, adjusting my crown. I'm thinking,
Yes.
like, since you got me back on this documentary
not a
train,
whole nother.
Yay.
would y'all be interested in a documentary on the Cardi B Nicki Minaj beef, like breaking it down from beginning to end?
That
Absolutely.
would draw so many views to your channel.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Not the service entrance of the hotel.
I would do that. And like my friend who does the editing and stuff, she is on point. Actually, she did the trailer that had you like so like into it. That was her work because I can't edit for shit.
So I have a question. So Mr. Petty could be in schools now? Because I thought that was a lifetime thing, like as long as you're on the
It depends
paper.
on the severity of his charge, but he's on probation, so no, he should not be in a school.
I don't
Oh,
think that was
okay.
the school though. They looked like they were in some sort of basement or something.
Oh, okay.
They were in the basement with the bishop, with the Brooklyn bishop.
Oh, it wasn't a school, Larry? Okay.
Okay, but I said they was in the basement with the Brooklyn bishop. He was taking up offering. They've linked up.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's funny. Oh, so I have another question, Kamel. I have
Mhm.
another question. Um, I know it's called the female, rap report. I understand that. But are y'all gonna dabble in the men
If
from
it's
time to
related to
time?
the females, like we dabble in like Offset and the Migos because they kind of connected to Cardi B. But
Got you. Okay.
I'm just not into the male rappers anyway.
Right. Oh, trust me. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Help me solve an
Yes.
argument here. Help me settle an argument here. Like one of the other people on this blog, right? She and I have been arguing and debating. Do you consider, because she wants to cover like the Krishan and Blueface drama? And I'm like, but Krishan is not a rapper. Do you consider her a rapper?
Well, she just signed
No.
to Blueface
No.
again, and then the other
No.
baby mama got videos on YouTube if you look her up. So technically, allegedly, technically,
Technically,
No.
but
I'm so
she's
sick
seems
of
more
this
like a
Krishan
reality.
and Blueface drama. I'm so every time I'm like, yay, Krishan, she goes right back. Please,
well,
please don't
technically they're not back
tarnish.
together.
Please don't tarnish that blog with those people. Please no. And she
I
don't even
don't.
rap. That's not rapping.
And it's like
Please
every day
no.
it's something new. It's like God, the
No.
blog will be taken over with shit about them because they're like every day it's something.
He's another puppet master. I don't know what. Listen, I'm telling you, you don't know what people have. You don't know what type of spirit is attached to people when you have sex with them. I'm serious because I don't know what's taking over these people that they sprinkling whatever on these people and making them do whatever they want. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what type of spells they putting on people at night, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
It all links back to insecurity and being
It really
emotionally
does.
immature.
I
Oh,
used to
please.
feel like so like you feel compassion for her thinking she's being taken advantage of. And then at a point I just realized, you know what, she likes this. So whatever. I checked
She
out
getting
of
a
that
bag
whole
out of it.
situation.
Yeah, please don't cover them. Please don't cover them.
I'll
Please.
cover like the major stuff.
At the
But
end of the
Yeah.
day, in my opinion, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but in my opinion, they're using each other.
What did she lose using him for?
She getting a bag.
Not from him no more.
without him too. It's like she doesn't need him for that. To me, she's
She
more
don't need
public.
him.
However, that's technically how she's built up her status, and I don't think that's what she initially intended to do, but she got caught up in it, and they probably had a conversation one day and was like, "Look, we can fake whatever, and do whatever on social media, and we gonna get a bag from it." And she saw how much money was coming of it, and was like, "Let's go."
Now she want to change the baby name to his junior. And listen, I'm over
The
it.
devil is
Me
busy.
too. I'm
Throw the
over
whole
it.
couple away.
The devil is busy.
Throw the whole couple away. Leave the baby. Leave the baby. I'll take the baby.
Somebody said
I
throw the
can't.
all three of them away.
Yes. And then the other baby mom, Stewie, she another one. Oh my
See, I
gosh.
started a rap career too. I was on YouTube flipping through music and I saw a video and I clicked on it. I made it past like 10 seconds and was like, I can't do this.
And then he writes their stuff because the way he
It's
raps is the way
trash.
Stewie rap. Oh, I can't. I don't like that ABC 1 2 3 type of rapping. I need some. I need to be a little complex. The dun 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 dun
There'll be some type of
dun dun
cadence
dun dun
to
dun
it.
dun 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 dun. Like what?
Some type
No,
of cadence.
Yo,
it's
does anybody
horrible.
know when Jennifer Huff, when her case is starting? I want to cover that, but I have no idea like when it's going to court. Nothing.
Yeah, please cover that because I know that them lawyers is going to have a field day on this little incident right here. I know they're going to play. Oh yeah,
Yep.
now she got a case. Now she got a case. Yes, sir. Now she got a case.
I don't know how I could have that much money and feel a need to act a fool for social media. I don't get it. Like to be not rich, but wealthy. And technically he done came up on a bag. He probably has never worked and will never have to work again. As long as he don't cheat on Nikki, that's all he doesn't have to do to maintain the bag. Why?
This
Well,
is my
that's
question. This is my question real quick. Let me redirect it back to Nikki real quick for a second. She's supposed to be the queen of rap, right? Whatever. She's supposed to be the queen of rap. She's supposed to be on the level of Jay-Z, right?
Allegedly.
Where's allegedly? Where's her endorsements? Like you're so
People
focused
don't
on this one woman. You're so focused on her. You should have perfume that keeps coming out. You should have clothing. You should have, I'm not talking about like a deal with these people or that people. I'm talking about your own thing going on.
You know what? Good, bad, or indifferent. As many people hate Cardi for whatever reason, she's not perfect. As she's made some poor decisions in her life, she's admitted to those decisions. However, to your point, what's going on with Nikki and her career and why she probably isn't further in her career is just like, let's use Kelly Price as an example. We loved Kelly Price. We saw Kelly Price on that reality show and was like, oh my God, this is why people don't deal with her.
That's
This is why
true.
people don't fool with her. This is why these corporations don't partner with her for relationships and things like that. Nikki's confirming what everybody has said that nobody wants to just like openly admit.
Like I
Nobody
said,
wants,
the industry don't fool with her like that. The industry don't fool with Nicki.
and
They're
guess
Team
what?
Cardi. I'm telling you. But her fans love her.
I'm sorry. What did you say? Let's wake it up. Let's be real. When
Mm-hmm.
Remy came out with She Sir, and
Mm-hmm.
Remy's soul been floating around homeless ever since.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when she made the point, and Remy and Nick and Cardi have both said this, like, you don't partner, you don't do anything with any female rappers. Next thing
Mm-hmm.
you know, all the partnerships she has is with these younger rappers and jumping on their shit or they jump on hers. But she has nothing. If you look at her career span, that's like within the past couple of years. She wasn't these rappers weren't fooling with her.
At all. At all.
She got to bully JT on Twitter because JT said whatever she said about Cardi or whatever, or they felt some type of way about Nicki.
Mm-mm. Mm.
If you pay attention, it is what it is. Good, bad, or indifferent. You ain't gotta necessarily be Team Cardi, but just look at it. Look at it for what it is. Who fooled with
She's
Nicki? Wayne and Drake.
she's the bot. Right. That's what I'm saying. The industry can't take her. I'm telling you. But when it comes to her peers, no,
And she's
no.
talented. That's the sad part. She's talented.
She is. She is. But she's mean spirited. She's mean spirited. She's mean spirited
And
and
Cardi came out the
spiteful.
gate and told us on Love and Hip Hop the first season, I'm doing 2 seasons. I'm probably only going to do 2 albums, and I'm not going to stay in rap. I'm going to diversify my portfolio. And guess what she's done? She hadn't even dropped her second album yet because she's been so focused on other businesses.
And still relevant.
That
Still
part.
relevant. Still relevant.
That part. I'm not going to say Bongos was the greatest song ever written, but
Anyway,
But
y'all,
let me.
I am going. I'm going to have to come off because I'm a working woman. Okay, I have to be up
I
in
know
5
that's right.
to do the
get your
work.
bag.
So I'm gonna get off, and then I need to rest up because adjusting my crown has demanded this documentary. So I need to rest so I'll be able
That's
to.
right. And all of y'all, when it comes out, thank me later like Drake, okay? Thank you. And please, before y'all, when y'all get off, when y'all get off, everybody go to the Female Rap Report and please subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the Instagram. Y'all have a Facebook? Facebook, everything, okay? And if
Please
y'all got
do,
some ends,
and
donate, please.
like share the articles on Twitter, like comment on the posts and stuff, share our stuff because we just started and we kind of need the traction.
Oh, trust me, that those series is gonna bring the traction.
Mhm.
They're gonna bring the footwork. I'm telling you.
Thank you, Camille, for
Especially if you
coming
leave it
back.
in a suspense. Oh yeah.
We missed you.
Yes, we did.
Okay, well, I promise within 2 weeks you will have part 1.
Okay.
Yay, I'm so excited. Oh, and bring back the trailer on the Female Rap Report so people could get, yeah, bring back the trailer.
I wonder if I still have that trailer.
It's not on
I
your YouTube page?
I have to check. I probably
Yeah, please bring it back, please. Because that trailer had me hype. Felt like 5 years ago, but now I just have to wait 2 weeks. I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, I have it still.
I'm putting it on my calendar. I'm so serious. Y'all, please don't forget to go to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and subscribe. Not only subscribe, post it. Please. Please. All right, Camille. I'm dropping down.
Thanks,
Okay,
Camille.
y'all, thank you for chilling with me tonight.
No
Until next
problem.
time, bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
You too.